For the land of the free.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3. Oh, Vucevic in position. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Love, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
To the middle, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
There's Garland. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Now Drummond. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Garland dishes to Drummond, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. Here's Fultz. Up again. No good that time. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And stolen by Gordon. To the inside. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Here's Osman. He's covered by Isaac. Feeds it to Drummond. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size in close to the basket.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. It's stolen by Vucevic. Fournier finds Isaac. Fournier in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And good that time.
Well, that kind of assist will make you very popular with your teammates. Kevin Love is adept as a big man at putting it on time and on target.
And that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Here's Osman. Sexton the pass to Osman. Back to Sexton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Isaac outside. Pass to Gordon. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And Larry Nance Jr., son of former NBA great Larry Nance, Like his father, Larry Jr. plays well above the rim.
Greg, this is a young guy who can go over you, through you, and when he's airborne, this is one of the scariest players to challenge at the rim. Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Here's Windler, guarded by Fultz. Thompson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And finished off by Fultz.
Oh, and this is why so many people are high on Fultz. That wasn't a petty. That wasn't a Manny. That was a facial.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Thompson. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Vucevic. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Puts it up from 7. He goes up again. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
Nance passes to Thompson. 2 on the clock. Vucevic with the block. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Magic out in front, leading by just 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Vucevic is out there with Mohamed Bamba. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's Ennis. And it's Augustine in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Ross with a wide open look. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ross has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
Nance passes to Thompson. He doesn't hit that one.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Vucevic. And Cleveland also making a change. Garland, he's checked in for Sexton.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
The kick out to Porter. Down low, here's Windler. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Windler's got his first points of the game. And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
The drive by Nance. The feed now to Thompson. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. There's the call. It's a foul in Orlando.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
Fournier is checked in for Orlando. He hits the second from the line. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. To the paint. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Fournier's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic. On the wing, Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it's Drummond missing. The Magic have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Fournier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
The pass to Bamba. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And Fournier kicks to Carter Williams. Fournier with the ball, picked up by Love, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Here's Ennis, and Ennis slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Osman, the pass to Drummond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
Back to Augustine. And the dunk by Bamba.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Carter Williams finds Gordon. And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition.
The ability to get steals at the power forward position. Larry Nance, yes, I can do that.
Here's Bamba. Good D by Love.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Osman, the pass to Windler. Comes up empty down low. And it's Ennis with the ball for the Orlando Magic. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player. And if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Passes to Ennis. Drops in the layup for 2. Now it's a 3-point Orlando lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Man, that's Nance Jr.'s go-to move. This guy doesn't mess around when he gets that kind of position.
Here's Gordon. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Magic lead by 1. It's time now.
Thanks, Ken.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They were never able to get the lead above. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. Love outside. He feeds it to Drummond. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Drummond's got 6.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Gordon finds Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Gordon. Back to Fournier. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, this is one of Fournier's go-to shots. Such a strong sense from when to fire from that distance.
Garland, the pass to Love. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Vucevic. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. And Cleveland also making a change. Thompson's checked in. Isaac misses. Cavaliers trailing. Now Cleveland moving it up. Ahead, here's Drummond, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10" frame to send it back.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Kevin Porter's checked in for Cleveland. The dish now to Drummond. Back to Porter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Windler's checked in. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Nancy's checked in for Drummond. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Garland. 6 points for him. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Well, this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Garland the pass to Thompson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Augustine. And it's tied up with that one. 1:58 left to play in the 3rd. Isaac kicks to Ross from downtown. Thompson with the rebound. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Vucevic. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Cans it from downtown. Isaac's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he is growing up right before our eyes. Jonathan Isaac making these kinds of shots in the catch and shoot. Wow.
The slam dunk by Garland. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. Over Thompson. That one wide left.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Thompson throws it down.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Nance against Isaac. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
What you respect about Larry Nance Jr. is his work ethic. This guy wants to keep getting better. He adds more and more elements to his game. He is such a fun player to watch.
Fournier's checked in for Isaac. Cleveland also making some changes. Osman comes in for Porter. And it's Colin Sexton in for Garland. Ross kicks to Vucevic. Sinks that one from the post. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Ross. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Andre Drummond comes in for Thompson. And it's Kevin Love in for Nance. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
26 seconds left to play in the third. Fournier passes to Fultz. Back to Fournier. The 3. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, you love the leap that Fournier has taken in this area. This guy a very dangerous shooter.
Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Ross. That's tipped. Love wide open. He fires. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's all tied in Orlando. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Fultz in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Ross. He's tightly guarded. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Windler. The big dunk at the end of the break.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Love grabs the board.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Right side, Sexton. He dishes it to Drummond. Just 5 to shoot. With the shot. The shot by Sexton, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. Here's Vucevic. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Some nice passing by Cleveland here, and the shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Another miss by Orlando. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. There's the pass to Windler. Left side, Love. Drummond passes to Windler. Back to Drummond. And here's Sexton. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Gordon, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Well, there's a versatility and a fearlessness about which Aaron Gordon goes about his business. This guy can be an effective two-way player who's got to keep working on the defensive end.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. Garland kicks to Sexton. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Fournier. Drummond trying to get himself free. Magic have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. And the basket by Isaac.
Wow, evolving before our eyes. Jonathan Isaac wanting the big bucket. Go ahead.
Outside, Sexton. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, Sexton might be young, but he is unafraid and unabashed. What a play.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. And stolen by Fournier. One-on-one fast break. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:47 left in the 4th quarter. Sexton kicks to Drummond. Back to Sexton. Drummond dishes to Love. And Cleveland turns it over again.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Orlando, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Good. Love's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is why they feed the ball to Kevin Love in these circumstances. He's so comfortable making big-time shots.
Big-time bucket there.
And guys, you don't have to tell these fans how important that shot was.
Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy.
Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Up the floor. Here's Sexton. Yes!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch. Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Here's Porter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Ross is checked in for the Magic. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Gordon against Love.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
The open look here for Sexton. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. The drive by Gordon. And there's the foul on the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
The second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Vucevic down low. Misses.
An active and alert defender. Drummond does everything he can to make opponents.
And here were the Bulls arriving earlier at the arena with a big game on the road awaiting. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter at the small forward. And for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
Now here's Levine. From the arc. Garland with the rebound. Sexton kicks to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Got a piece of it. Outside, Markkanen. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, the defense just handed White that assist. I mean, he smartly feeds a wide open shooter.
Love outside. Back to Drummond. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Here's Drummond after the Bulls pick up 2. To the inside, it's tipped. Osman kicks to Garland. Just 4 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Drummond doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Carter. White finds Levine. Markkanen trying to break loose. And it's Levine that time on the assist by White.
But this is the confidence Levine has in himself. I mean, he knows he has the touch to score inside.
Sexton the pass to Drummond. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's White. Markkanen trying to break loose. That shot off.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Yep, that one goes in there.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And the basket is good. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Wonderful vision. I mean, Love could have taken it himself, but has the eyes and the desire to make plays for others.
Levine, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Good to see Sexton knock it down from deep, a shot he needs to add to his arsenal.
And Cleveland turns it over again. Chicago making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Levine, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That's just unreal concentration from Levine, accepting the hit and finding a way to work through it.
So for the Bulls, Young's checked in for Lowry Markkanen. Satoransky comes in for Porter, and it's done in for Kobe White. Now here's Garland, done covering, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. And that one is good. Levine's got 15.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. 9-point game. Now here's Levine. D right on him.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
And the jam by Levine.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Now here's Levine. 19 points in the game.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
He can't hit that time, and Cleveland will come the other way. Stolen by Levine, and it's good for 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Porter dishes to Thompson. They can't stop the run with that one.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And Thompson kicks to Garland. Thompson passes to Nance. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Here's Garland. Second shot opportunity, but he recovers it. and it's off the back rim. No good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
To the middle. Here's Nance. The putback. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's Chicago. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what...
we should have energy, and we should be out playing the other team.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Nance and Johnson are up front. Porter is out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the 3. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The shot by Harrison, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 19. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The heart, the hustle. Kevin Love takes pride in beating everybody to the spot. He's an amazing offensive rebounder.
Here's White. Markkanen trying to break loose. The shot off that time, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Love kicks to Garland. Inside. Kicks it out to Love. Down low and stolen by Valentine. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's White. Makes it off the glass. White's got his first points in this one.
Well, because of his speed, White is hard to match up with in the open floor.
Good, nice job down low. And the Bulls lead by 21.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Cleveland moving the ball around, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Drummond, he's such a quick leaper. He's a force around the rim.
Here's White at the elbow. It's Markkanen. Back to White. To the inside. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by White. White's got 3 assists in the game. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively. Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
More scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
Love with the bucket.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Outside, White. Good on the triple. White's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Shaquille Harrison. White the pass to Satoransky. Outside, White. Here's Carter. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Oh, man, what a good job by Carter. I mean, he takes complete control of the paint and finishes the play strong.
Nance dishes to Thompson. At the elbow, Sexton. 34 seconds left here in the second. The Bulls leading by 22. And it's Carter missing. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Back to Osman. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
White wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, this is how White is built. I mean, we'll probably always see him take around half his shots from three-point line.
Back to Sexton. Here's Thompson. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Chicago in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 21 points. Of all the NBA nicknames, Shaq, is there a... And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1 spot. And he comes up with the deuce.
There is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable. It feels like he can score at will from there. On some highs and lows for Kobe White in his rookie season. But you can see the upside he possesses, Kevin. White can get hot and fill it up in a hurry.
And here we go, the Bulls fast break. And White with the stuff.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
Kicks it out to Love. Outside, Sexton. Back to Love. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Porter. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And with White, how about a 23-point quarter early in his NBA career?
White's numbers were pretty bad overall. But with that huge quarter he had, the streaky shooting, you can see what lies ahead for him.
And LaVine, here we go.
What a terrific penetrator. The speed of LaVine is what makes defenders nervous.
Bulls shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Porter's checked in for the Cavaliers. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Here's Cornett. Hutchison passes to Dunn. Here's LaVine. Rebound Love. And Love's got the ball here for Cleveland. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Oh, man, fantastic awareness from the big man. Drummond has an impressive understanding for when his guys have clean looks.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Garland. Chicago also making some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Harrison comes in for Denzel Valentine. And Satoransky's subbed in for Zach LaVine. And Young kicks to Cornette. Launches a three. Cornette, it's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Windler, the pass to Thompson.
This is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
The Bulls have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Dunn. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Passes it to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Thompson is doubled. Dellavedova kicks to Nance. The pass to Thompson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Cornette's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Satoransky looking around. Clock at 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For the Cavaliers, Sexton, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Dante Exum in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Bulls also changing it up. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Porter comes in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. Back to Thompson. Dishes it to Sexton. Pass to Thompson. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. And Chicago shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Now here's Satoransky. He kicks it to White. And Carter has it in the corner. And it's good off the back rim and in. Carter's got 8.
The J from Carter Jr. has a solid jumper, makes him that much better offensively.
And so it's Chicago in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Bell is out there with Zizic. Then it's Exum. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Osman in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Valentine. The shot misses. And Cleveland the other way now. Pass to Bell. Osman kicks to Bell, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. That'll be a 5-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Now, Satoransky. And he banks in the layup. Satoransky's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Chicago.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Passes it to Garland. To the middle. They get a hand on it. Exum kicks to Osman. Here's Bell, and he drops it in from the low post. Bell's got his first basket.
Hard to knock Bell off his game. Even when you get aggressive with him, he stays with him.
And finished off by Porter.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. The pass to Garland. Back to Zizic. To the paint. And it's Exum in the corner. And Cleveland turns it over again. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Zach LaVine's checked in for Porter. Here's LaVine. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And shots like this one, it gets LaVine going. I mean, he loves showing off that big boy muscle on these contact finishes.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Chicago.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, C-Web, he gets scorching hot. Can completely take over a game.
GA, you know it. And last year, LaVine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by a splash brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when LaVine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable.
Back to Exum. Pass to Zizic. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The kick out to Young. Pass to Harrison. Here's Gafford. Porter pulls it in. Here's Exum. He can't get that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Dunn. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cavaliers. Passes it to Bell. Down low. No good from Zizic. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Cleveland. Ball going up court.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zach LaVine.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
And the pass to Hutchison. 5 to shoot. From deep. Chicago with a new 14. Great positioning on the putback.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Ball's knocked loose. Out to the right wing. Here's Hutchison. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came out of the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. And for the Bulls, Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
White, Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Here's Fournier. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Carter. And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Lob pass to Gordon. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Levine. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Levine's got his second basket.
That's off contact. Really good body control. You like to see Zach playing physical.
For 3, Fournier. The Magic again can't hit. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Levine. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Levine's got 6.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
Fournier passes to Fultz. Back to Fournier. Kicks to Fultz. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Vucevic, and the layup falls.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Now here's White. Pass to Carter. Outside, Markkanen. Gordon with the defensive effort. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 2. Here's Fournier, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now here's Levine. 6 points for him. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Now here's Vucevic following the miss by Otto Porter. Porter against Isaac. Gordon kicks to Fultz. 6 to shoot. And it's Vucevic missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's Fultz. The Bulls getting the bucket to the inside. Vucevic against Carter, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Orlando also making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ross comes in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Here's Hutchison. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Vucevic.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. James Ennis, he'll check in for Orlando. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Even against contact, Satoransky stays agile and just plays right through it.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
A try by Vucevic.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Over to the wing. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count that one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Bamba. He kicks it to Ennis. And Bamba with the basket on the assist by Ennis.
Loving the toughness there from Bamba. Just needs to keep proving that he's not to be messed with.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
We've got Chris Dunn, Valentine out there with Young, and it's Cornette in at the center. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Carter Williams.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Valentine. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Magic trail by 3. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Valentine grabs the board. The Bulls shooting here about 46% for the game. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Just 5 on the clock. Young, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Ross, that's good.
He has size, but the first step of Terrence Ross is what makes him so good on the drive.
Young, right side. The pass to Cornette. Young left side. He can't get that one. And Orlando the other way now. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. No good off the back of the rim. The Bulls have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Valentine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And so here is Chicago. The Magic getting the bucket. LaVine wide open. Drills the 3-pointer. LaVine's got 11.
Nice form, the elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
It's stolen by Carter. And here we go. LaVine heading. Oh, wow.
He went.
That was nice.
An explosive high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Now here's Fultz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hits out that one from Ennis.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
White the pass to Markkanen. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
We talk about Markkanen's handle. How about finishing strong above the rim?
White against Fultz. Carter Williams the pass to Ennis. Fultz dishes to Bamba. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So for the Bulls, Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Valentine. And Satoransky's subbed in for Kobe White. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. Aaron Gordon comes in for James Ennis. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Fournier subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Carter with it, now guarded by Vucevic.
Not just a half-court player, Wendell runs the floor well and has those long strides that eat up the ground.
Now here's Fournier, passes to Isaac. Lets it go from deep. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Porter finds LaVine. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
And foul on, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Chicago.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The period came to a close with them. And that'll do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
So on the floor for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots. But it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Now here's LaVine after Jonathan Isaac's miss.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Markkanen against Gordon. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
So for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Shaquille Harris comes in for Levine, and it's done in for Kobe White. And a switcher also for Orlando. Ross is checked in.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Orlando. Now here's Vucevic, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Harrison passes to Valentine. Pass to Cornette. Back to Valentine. 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And that one, good. And the Bulls lead by 14.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Dunn after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Dunn outside. With some arc. Cornette, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Fournier dishes to Gordon. Outside for Carter Williams. Orlando moving the ball around. For 3, Ross. Here's Gordon. Back to Carter Williams. Tries again. Good defensive work there by Young.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Valentine shot good. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And it's Carter Williams with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 16. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Denzel Valentine. And Zedaransky subbed in for Harrison. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Porter comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Kobe White in for Chris Dunn.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Augustine against White. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And finished off by Fultz.
And how about the attitude of Fultz? When he's taking it inside, he's aiming to hurt somebody's feelings.
Outside, Porter. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 14.
He's able to do this now because of the added strength. Porter muscling it home.
Misses the shot. And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Magic trail by 14. Satoransky there with White. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's Porter. And it's Hutchinson in a power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Augustine. He doesn't get the second one.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Takes a 3. And it's White missing. And for the Magic, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Isaac. Banked in off the glass.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
Here's Hutchison. It's White on the wing. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. White's got his first bucket in this one. Isaac against Porter. Isaac passes to Vucevic. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down. A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Satoransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
Levine's checked in for White.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
The Bulls leading by 15. In the corner, it's Levine. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Well, the scouting report for Satoransky is this. If he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
Fultz, no good, unable to end this run. Bean passes to Markkanen. That one good for 2. And the Bulls lead by 20.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Dishes to Vucevic. Porter with the steal. It's stolen by Vucevic. And that one good.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. The shot by Satoransky, no good. The Magic trail by 18. Here's Fournier. Count the basket. And that's now 6 points for Evan Fournier.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And Satoransky kicks to Levine. Back to Satoransky. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And stolen by Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Count that one from Isaac.
And always seemingly under control is Isaac. Even when he gets roughed up, he just manages to complete the play.
Outside, Levine. There's the triple. To the middle. Markkanen passes to Levine. Clock is at 3. Markkanen trying to break loose. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Orlando. It's a 16-point game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Zach LaVine.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And the basket by Gordon.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
LaVine for three, bangs home the trifecta. And the Bulls lead by 17.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. Fires from 14. Again, LaVine missing. Now, here's Isaac. He's covered closely. Doesn't go that time. Fires for three. Off on that one. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt. Cleveland, Ohio. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And a look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And for Cleveland, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt, and it's Drummond in at the 5. Now here's Love. Back to Sexton. Kicks it out to Love. Clock at 4. Garland the pass to Drummond. Second chance shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Drummond following the bucket by Orlando. Osman the pass to Drummond. Inside, here's Sexton, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Fultz kicks to Fournier from deep three-point range, nailed from three-point land.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
It's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And Cedi Osman is this team's rock. You know exactly what he'll give you and is a more than capable offensive player.
It gives you a little bit of everything. He's big. He's got decent size for his position. And steady Cedi, always showing up here to compete. Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Now, here's Garland. Back to Love. The feed to Drummond. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
Oh, Vucevic in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. It's good. Sexton's got 6.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Ross, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Now here's Drummond. Here's Garland. Goes back up. Orlando grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Magic trail by 3. Augustine passes to Ross, and he lobs it up toward the rim.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Nance dishes to Thompson. He drains it from the right block. Here's Augustine. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here is Ross. And Thompson sends it back.
Shooter just can't help but throw that ball into Tristan Thompson's hand.
And Nance kicks to Garland. Passes it to Thompson. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. He feeds it to Garland. Can't hit from in close. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. It's a three-point game. Ennis misses. It's stolen by Ennis. Here's Gordon. And then jammed down as he goes right over Larry Nance Jr.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Augustine with it, now guarded by Porter. Garland the pass to Porter. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
It's Thompson off the drive, and Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Nance with some nice D. Windler the pass to Nance. Missed inside. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Garland, and it's Windler in at the small forward position. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Cavaliers leading. Windler the pass to Porter. Here's Windler. To the middle. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 6.
Well, Thompson does not mind the contact, and I think that bump sometimes even helps him focus more.
Carter Williams, and Thompson sends it back. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. So both teams changing it up here. Fultz kicks to Isaac. Off the left rim and out.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight. I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Vucevic with it. He's picked up by Drummond. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Oh, Vucevic in position, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Porter passes to Sexton. It's deflected. Cleveland moving the ball around. Porter dishes to Love. Sexton kicks to Porter. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 6.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Count that bucket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Down low. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Fournier finds Vucevic. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
The Magic have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. No good on that one.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Carter Williams.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
On the wing, Porter. Back to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Drummond. Kicks it out to Love. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Bamba is checked in for Fultz. It's Fournier on the wing. It's good from long range. Fournier's got his second bucket of the night. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
The Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker, and it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
Isaac with the steal. Here's Bamba. Count it. Now it's a 5-point Magic lead.
Loving the toughness there from Bamba. Just needs to keep proving that he's not to be messed with.
Bucket is good. And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
And it's Drummond missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Osman, and Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight. One-on-one fast break. Here's Sexton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Sexton's got 8.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Fournier passes to Bamba. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You really couldn't ask for a better finisher for that play. Bamba able to go above and beyond there. It makes him a humongous target.
And it's Drummond missing. Orlando leading by 5. And Bamba with the basket on the assist from Fournier. Fournier's got 3 assists in the game. Osman the pass to Drummond. And it's sent back by Isaac. And so it's the Orlando Magic. Great. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They kept at it on both ends of the floor.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And guys, you know, Mohamed Bamba has really been making it happen.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And it's Drummond missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
To the left wing. And there's the pass to Garland. Pass to Sexton. Drummond working against Gordon. Shot clock at 2.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Fournier gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Fournier's got the lead up to 10 now for Orlando. Sexton kicks to Garland. Right side, Sexton. Here's Drummond. The shot from the low post is good. Drummond's got 10.
Well, to have a long career in the league, I think Garland's going to have to be more of an assist maker.
There's the lob to Fournier, and stolen by Sexton. Pass to Garland. Bamba with the block.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Fournier finds Bamba. Puts up a 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Here's Bamba. The Magic again can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 8. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Over in the corner, Osman. Now, here's Garland. Defended by Gordon. Tipped away. And now Bamba pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count it, good. He's got 12.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Sexton the pass to Osman. And it's sent back by Isaac. Here's Fournier. Another shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. James Ennis, he'll check in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Mohamed Bamba. Thompson finds Porter. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that.
Garland dishes to Thompson. That one goes. Count it. Thompson's got 8.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Thompson with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Nance in the high post. No points in the game yet for him. Thompson right side. Stolen by Gordon. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fournier goes in. It's good. The assist that time for Ennis. And the Magic lead by 17.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Basket counts. Windler's got his first points of the game.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Orlando's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Lob pass to Gordon, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Windler with the bucket. Windler's got his second bucket tonight.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And so it's Orlando. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. Well, you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Garland. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Windler, the pass to Thompson. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Windler. Garland. The tip in on the offensive rebound.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? It's Thompson off the drive. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. Gordon dishes to Carter Williams. He kicks it to Vucevic. The tray. Nance gets the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Back to Porter. There's the dish to Garland. Up and in on the layup. Garland's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Garland's able to work around the defense that time. Pretty agile from the small guard.
And Ross with the slam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Cleveland moving it around. Passes it to Windler. And there's the feed to Garland. Misses the baby hook. Magic leading by 15, and so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Isaac's checked in for Carter Williams. Now the pass to Fultz. Ross with a wide open look. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And that one's good. Drummond.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
They double him with Vucevic. Here's Sexton. Banked in off the glass.
Closer Sexton gets to the basket, the more dangerous he can become, and the defense has got to recognize that.
Oh, Vucevic in position. The shot will not fall.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Pass to Vucevic, and stolen by Drummond. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break, and Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
Garland the pass to Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Gordon with no one around, off target from 3-point range. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. Love outside. Back to Drummond. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Ross. And that one drops for him. Ross has got 6 in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Magic.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Jonathan Isaac.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
There's Garland. Got a piece of it.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
Garland with it. Now guarded by Fultz. And Drummond throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one? Wow, Garland finding an incredible 2 there.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The Magic again can't hit. Osman, the pass to Drummond. Money!
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win.
Nightfall in the Windy City. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oh, my goodness! Wow. What a play!
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Garland with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Sexton attacking. Drummond passes to Love. Back to Drummond. Shot clock at 3. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Levine wide open. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And for players like Andre Drummond, sometimes it's a paradox. Great individual rebounding doesn't always translate into great team rebounding.
That almost sounds, Greg, counting. Oh, that's unbelievable. Boy, you do not want Levine getting all the way to the rack. Where is the rotation?
Fast break. Here comes Chicago for the finish. The Cavaliers pull it in. Sexton the pass to Love. And the dunk by Love.
Well, nice job by Colin Sexton to find the open man. You want to see court awareness from the young gun.
Levine against Sexton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Free throw good, Levine.
Now think back to the 2014 NBA draft, the 13th pick overall. Zach LaVine goes out and gives an epic performance in the 2016 dunk contest.
And the Cavaliers with possession. Osman kicks to Sexton. Back to Osman. Porter with the steal. White left side. And then Carter with the dunk.
And because of Carter Jr.'s finesse and athleticism, his teammates trust him to finish those alley-oops in style. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Osman, guarded by Porter. And it's Osman missing. Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Levine. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Levine's got 8 points.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And Love's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers, trailing by 5. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And Young, here we go. Second chance shot. Nance with some nice D.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Windler with the bucket.
Well, they've decided to give Tristan Thompson a little bit more opportunity to handle the ball, and what a pretty delivery there.
Right wing. Now, here's Satoransky. Not a lot of room. Back to Dunn. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Thompson is doubled. Picked off in midair. Dunn misses. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Back to Nance to the paint. Thompson left side. Outside Porter. Back to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Windler. And he uses the glass on the layup. The Bulls leading by 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hutchison. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pushing it up. Here's Garland.
The incredible speed on Darius Garland's drive, I think, took the defender off guard. Nice job earning a trip to the foul line.
For Cleveland, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Cornette. He's covered by Thompson. Cornette passes to Dunn. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, the former Longhorn Thompson really elevating for the rejection. Love the energy, guys.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Young, Harrison out there with Dunn. Then there's Valentine, and it's Cornette in at center. And stolen by Dunn. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Thompson with the bucket. Bulls trail by 3. Dunn passes to Harrison. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers. Dunn showing great vision.
Outside Porter. The dish to Thompson. Back to Porter. And Cleveland with another turnover here. Otto Porter Jr. He's checked in for Luke Cornette. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Love against Young. Back to Dunn. The kick out to Young. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Here's Sexton. To the inside. Drummond. Sexton the pass to Drummond. And the layup is good. Drummond's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
And that one's good. Harrison. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Drummond throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Sexton kicks to Love. The feed to Drummond. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Love. And again, Andre Drummond. And now a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The length and athleticism of Otto Porter, able to weather the contact. Terrific strength on that one.
Osman, the pass to Drummond. Kicks to Porter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Bulls shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Levine passes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Stolen by Carter. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. And the jam by Levine.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Porter passes to Drummond. Pass to Love. Stolen by Markkanen. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 3.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Drummond finds Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Drummond passes to Osman. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. Over in the corner, White. From outside, off the mark. And Love's got the ball here for Cleveland. They need this. The layup good by Porter. Porter's got his first 2 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And White kicks to Levine. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Love. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Love's got his 2nd basket of the game. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Markkanen from outside. And that one is off. And a close game so far. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. 5 points. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the court for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Garland in at the point guard.
Well, that kind of assist will make you very popular with your teammates. Kevin Love is adept as a big man at putting it on time and on target.
Carter, the pass to Levine. Feeds it to Carter. That shot off. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Garland, the pass to Love. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
Some changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Markkanen, and Satoransky subbed in for Kobe White. Cavaliers shooting the ball with incredible accuracy, 68% so far. Windler, the pass to Garland. He gets it in there. That's now 8 points for Darius Garland.
I like the toughness required on that finish by Darius Garland. Boy, oh boy, that was nice. The willingness to mix it up on the interior, so important.
Here's Carter, outside Levine. Goes back up. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Levine's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. Inside, here's Windler. Makes it off the glass. Windler's got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
For 3, Levine. Cornett. It's good on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And then slams it in.
Boy, you have got to get Larry Nance Jr. out of the paint. If not, he's going to dunk all over you.
Here's Levine. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Shaquille Harris comes in for Zach LaVine, and Cleveland also making a change. Porter's checked in. Cavaliers have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Carter pulls it in.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Valentine shot good.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Windler, the pass to Porter. He kicks to Thompson. There's the steal. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. The Bulls making a switch here. Hutchison's checked in. Puts it up off the inbound. Thompson. The kick out to Porter. And Garland has it in the corner. Here's Windler. Here's Thompson. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Young's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Satoransky.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Thompson against Young. Thompson passes to Windler. Right side, Porter. And he banks in the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Kobe White in for Shaquille Harrison. Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And stolen by Dunn. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Here's Markkanen, and Thompson sends it back. And he recovers it. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Garland with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
White the pass to Dunn. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Dunn's got 6 points.
Boy, how much do you appreciate Chris Dunn working hard inside to come away with these easy interior buckets?
And Sexton slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
On the wing, Porter. With one on the clock. Off the mark.
And how about marking and just lock it in on his man defensively?
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's White, and it's Hutchinson in a power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Cavaliers leading. And here is Garland. Poke loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Kevin Porter. Garland dishes to Drummond. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good, 2 points. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Levine can't hit. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Porter with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Levine with the ball. And the jam by Levine.
Well, when you combine good anticipation skills with real length, it is what makes Porter so dangerous picking up steals.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Levine's gone 1 of 5 from deep. Here's Sexton. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Garland. 6 to shoot. Back to Osman. Nice D from Porter. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Levine, here we go. That shot missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Love kicks to Sexton. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. They get it back. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Cool. You two players.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Wallace with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Sexton, the pass to Love. Back to Sexton. It's Drummond, high post. 5 on the clock. Here's Osman, guarded by Levine. Now, here's Garland. To the middle, stolen by Markkanen. There's the pass to Porter. Here's Carter. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Otto Porter with the big-time delivery, getting his team buckets in crucial moments.
Garland, the pass to Osman. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Levine. Oh, and they take the lead. Levine's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Levine delivery in a big moment. What a game we've got.
Left side, Sexton. He feeds it to Love. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy.
On the wing, Levine. Defended by Sexton. Back to Levine. On the wing, Levine. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Kobe White, he's checked in for Satoransky. Garland with it. Dishes it to Drummond. Nice move. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
White, wide open. He fired. Oh, good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Garland dishes to Drummond. It's in!
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself. And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Right side, White. Shoots over Garland. Missed. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the center position. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Levine kicks to Porter. Back to Levine. Vucevic with the rebound. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Magic.
And it was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled. He plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Outside, White. And the pass to Carter. It's stolen by Vucevic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. White with it on the wing. Porter. Here's Levine. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know what you get there, Levine strong enough now to take on contact, able to complete the play.
Isaac finds Gordon. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Levine. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Levine looking around. 3-pointer. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count it.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Here's Gordon. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
They double him with Vucevic. Here's White. Carter at the elbow. That one off the back iron and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's good. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Levine.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Satoransky finds White. And White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
And it's Gordon missing.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
White the pass to Satoransky. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And Clark, you can see Nikola Vucevic following the trend of many other centers in our league. He's incorporating that three-point shot into his arsenal.
Well, how about these numbers, Greg? I mean, Vucevic was taking over 4 threes a game.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getters, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time scored.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Ennis kicks to Augustine. Back to Ennis. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. They get it again, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
Yeah, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
Here's Satoransky. Buries it from three-point range. Satoransky's got 9 points. Here are the Magic now. Deflects the pass. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's Chicago. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Carter Williams is out there with DJ Augustine. And there's Mohamed Bamba. Then it's Ennis, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. Jumps up, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Boy, that whole sequence just sums up some of the best parts of Young's game. I mean, that steal ignited that sequence.
And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Fournier is checked in for Orlando. And a change for the Bulls. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Fournier gets a wide open look, drills the three-pointer. Fournier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Dunn passes to Valentine. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside Fournier. Down against Carter Williams. Pass to Fournier. 5 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So for the Magic, Aaron Gordon comes in for Vucevic, and it's Jonathan Isaac in for Ennis. Then for the Bulls, Carter, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Zach LaVine comes in for Denzel Valentine, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. LaVine, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. LaVine's got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. The Bulls leading by 10. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Pulls up again, and Carter with his second chance points. Carter's got his first basket.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
The Magic trail by 14. Gordon, the pass to Isaac, and Isaac throws it down.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And the basket by Isaac.
And, you know, Isaac is no stranger to contact. Doesn't mind it, embraces it, and as a result, the defense can't bother or distract him.
LaVine wide open. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Fournier's shot is off. And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Bulls. White the pass to Harrison. Trying to get open is Carter. The shot by Harrison, no good. The Magic trail by 14. Gordon goes in. Yes, that goes in. Gordon's got 8 points.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
For 3, LaVine. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom. And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Carter, great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
That shot off. And so it's Zach LaVine make. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He ended up with 17 points and 2 rebounds. And a little redemption for him tonight. And that
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
So the Bulls 5 right now. LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. Vucevic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
The Magic trail by 13. Over in the corner, Fultz, and so Orlando again turning it over. Ross, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. The Bulls also changing it up. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Satoransky subbed in for White. Here's LaVine. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Back to Ross. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
To the paint. And Porter comes to help. It's tipped. Ennis dishes to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. And then Gordon with the dunk.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Satoransky, the pass to Cornett. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. And a wide open look for Porter. Offline with his 3. The Magic trail by 13. Got a hand on it. Inside. Here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by Cornett. Cornett's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Orlando making a change here. Augustine's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Porter. Pass to Ennis. Ross on the wing. Kicks it to Augustine. Passes it to Vucevic. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Cornett's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Dunn. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
It's hauled in by Dunn.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pull-up jumper. Offensive rebound. Good on the bucket.
You know, you look at Thaddeus Young, his motor on display there on the boards. One of the reasons he's carved out such a productive, long NBA career.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Fournier comes in for Fultz. Then for the Bulls, Carter, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Valentine in for Satoransky. And Isaac throws it down.
Man, I like Isaac's mobility. Love it. This guy gets down the floor extremely well. And he has a sense of where he should go to get a scoring opportunity, too.
And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago leading by 15. The three. Orlando grabs the miss. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. Here's Augustine. Tips it, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 8 points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell us. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls lead by 13. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. Isaac and Vucevic down low. And it's Ross in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. Augustine, no luck. It's stolen by Vucevic. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
In the corner, Valentine with it. Back to Levine. From outside the arc. He doesn't hit that one.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Fournier's shot is off.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Augustine dishes to Vucevic. Stolen by Levine. Here's White, and White slams it in.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Here's Vucevic. Valentine grabs the board. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. And Levine, here we go. And the jam by Levine.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Fournier passes to Ross. To halt the run. Rebound collected by Levine. The Bulls leading by 20. And White kicks to Valentine. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Gordon comes in for Terrence Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Shot, high post. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive, Beautiful tip in there.
Gordon, the pass to Isaac. Back to Gordon. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Levine can't hit. Orlando, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. The Bulls also changing it up. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Levine. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Satoransky's subbed in for Kobe White. And the foul on Khem Birch. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Puts it up. That one a little long. Well, Orlando shooting in this game 45%. Here's Bamba. Rebounded by Gafford. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Zach LaVine.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Valentine. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. Here's Birch. Lays it up off the glass.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's Carter Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Speed on display from Carter Williams on the drive to the hoop. His combination of explosive quickness and tremendous athleticism is tough for any defense to keep pace with.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which they